A new law was recently passed that drastically changes the premium processing system. This law expands the types of cases that are eligible for premium processing. Unfortunately, it also increases the fees for premium processing, and it extends the processing times for cases eligible for premium processing. In this video, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go through this new law with you in detail. So make sure to stick around. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori, and I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we regularly post videos to keep you up to date with what's happening in U.S. immigration law. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And also make sure to give us a big thumbs up so that YouTube knows to share this video with more people. Now, as I mentioned, a law was recently passed which changes premium processing. Take a look at my screen and we'll go through these changes together. Okay, everybody. So the law that was passed basically has 4 types of changes to premium processing. I'm going to outline them right now, and then we're going to go through them in more detail. The first change is that it expands premium processing to more types of cases. The second change is that it increases the processing time for premium processing. The third change is that it increases the fee for premium processing. And there are also some miscellaneous changes to immigration in general that are very interesting. So make sure to stick around for this 4th change that we're going to discuss towards the end of this presentation. So let's get started in more detail. The first change, as I mentioned, is that this law expands premium processing to more types of cases. So you're going to be interested to see what types of cases are now included within premium processing. Traditionally, premium processing was only available for certain employment-based immigrant petitions and employment-based non-immigrant petitions. That's traditionally how the premium processing system has worked. Now, premium processing will be available for additional employment-based immigrant petitions, including EB1C, which is for multinational managers and executives, and EB2 National interest waiver. These are 2 categories that I've gotten a lot of questions about historically. I've regularly gotten asked, Michael, is EB1C eligible for premium processing? Well, under this new law, EB1C and the EB2 National interest waiver would both be eligible for premium processing. This is really big news. Let's move forward. Under this law, premium processing would also be available for additional employment-based non-immigrant petitions. Premium processing would also be available for applications to change or extend non-immigrant status. So if somebody were doing a change of status or an extension of status, premium processing will be available under this law. Now here's a really big one. Applications for employment authorization would be eligible for premium processing. This is such a tremendous benefit because over the last several months, it's taken much longer to process applications for employment authorization. So the fact that these types of applications are now going to be eligible for premium processing is a tremendous benefit. And now, guys, I want you to pay particular attention to this point right here. Any other immigrant benefit type that the Secretary of Homeland Security deems appropriate. This basically gives USCIS authority to extend premium processing benefits to any other immigrant benefit type. So this gives a lot of authority to USCIS to expand premium processing even further. So again, guys, so far, just on point number 1, as we're talking about how premium processing has been expanded, we've seen some very amazing changes. Let's move on. So as I mentioned, another one of the changes that this bill does is that it increases the processing time for premium processing. So this isn't necessarily a good thing because it means that some services that are going to be eligible for premium processing are going to take longer than the standard premium processing times of the past, which is 15 days, and we'll discuss that now. So let's first talk about cases that are already eligible for premium processing. Now it says here that the new law does not mention any changes to the 15-day processing time for services that are already available for premium processing. So again, this new law does not make mention of new processing times for services that were already eligible for premium processing before the enactment of this new law. For EB1C and EB2 National Interest Waiver cases, the maximum processing time can be 45 days. So again, under this new proposed premium processing for EB1C and the EB2 National Interest Waiver, the maximum processing time could be 45 days. For change of status to F, J, or M status, the maximum processing time can be 30 days. For change of status to E, H, L, O, P, or R status, the maximum processing time can also be 30 days. For applications for employment authorization, the maximum processing time can be 30 days. So just to put this into some perspective, right now we're seeing applications for employment authorization take 6 months or longer in some cases. Under this new law, with premium processing selected, you could have your application processed in 30 days. This would be a tremendous benefit. Okay, so now what we've talked about so far is the expanded case types that will now be eligible for premium processing. And we've also talked about how some case types, the length of time for the premium processing will be extended. Now I want to talk about the third change that we talked about earlier, which is going to be increasing the fees for premium processing. So this is really important. For premium processing for certain case types, the fees are going to increase. So let's start with the beginning. For immigration benefits eligible for premium processing before August 1st, 2020, the fee will be $2,500. So basically, if premium processing was available before August 1st, 2020 for the type of case that you're applying for, the fee for premium processing going forward, once USCIS implements these changes, will be $2,500. Except for H2B or R categories, which will have a $1,500 fee. Now, pay attention over here. The fee for EB1C and EB2 National Interest Waiver shall not be greater than $2,500. So again, we're talking about the premium processing fee here. And it's saying for EB1C and for EB2 National Interest Waiver, the fee shall not be greater than $2,500. For change of status to F, J, or M, the fee shall not be greater than $1,750. For change of status to E, H, L, O, P, or R, the fee shall not be greater than $1,750. Okay, now so we've talked about the expansion of premium processing, extended processing times, and increased fees. Now I want you guys to pay attention to some of these miscellaneous changes that are mentioned in this bill. These are particularly exciting, so make sure to pay attention. This new law that was passed requires the Secretary of Homeland Security to report to Congress within 180 days on a 5-year plan. So basically, since this law has been enacted, it requires that within the next 6 months, the Secretary of Homeland Security must report to Congress on a 5-year plan to do the following: establish electronic filing procedures for all applications and petitions for immigration benefits. So the Secretary of Homeland Security is going to have to present to Congress a plan for getting all immigration applications and petitions available for electronic filing. That's very exciting. So the other thing that's required is in this plan to present a plan for accepting electronic payment of fees at all filing locations. Also, this plan must include, again, part of the plan must include a proposal to issue correspondence electronically, including decisions, requests for evidence, and notices of intent to deny, which are NOIDs. So that's another very promising change to come, within this presentation that would have to be given to Congress. And in this presentation, there's also going to have to be a proposal for improving processing times for all immigration benefits, including naturalization. So this law is actually going to force USCIS to start improving its operations by bringing them more up to date with electronic filings, which we just mentioned a little bit earlier, accepting electronic payments, improving processing times. This is all very exciting changes that will hopefully be coming to the immigration system. Now, in addition, this bill also gives USCIS greater flexibility on how it may use the premium processing fees. So in this law, USCIS is authorized to collect these premium processing fees and to deploy them to improve operational goals, and it basically gives USCIS more flexibility on how they utilize these increased funds that are going to be coming in through premium processing. Thank you guys for sticking around while I went through that presentation. There's an important point that I want to share with you. As of right now, USCIS has not yet adopted the changes that were specified in this new law. USCIS is going to have to develop policies and procedures to adopt these new changes that were passed in this recent law. We're going to have to wait for USCIS to officially announce that these changes have officially been implemented by USCIS before they're actually available. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys got a ton of value. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, feel free to share this video with them. We're all about empowering you with knowledge. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you haven't yet done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop with all the videos that we're posting. Also, make sure to give us a thumbs up so that YouTube knows to share this video with a wider audience. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you on the next one.